Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to a very special edition of Stuck in Traffic. In case you haven't noticed, there's something very different about this intersection, and it's a small representation of a bigger trend that's happening in this whole neighborhood in general. And I think it's about time we discuss it. Have you figured out what's different yet? It's this building right here. It used to be a dry cleaner's business, then it went under and just sat there for a while, and now, judging by the cliche feather that turns into birds on the side of the building, it's going to be an expensive boutique shop that I'll never, ever shop in. And not just because it's called KK, okay? And this kind of change is happening all over Venice, and it has a direct effect on the traffic of this community, and especially this intersection. So sit back and relax while I take you behind the traffic. One man's view of Venice Beach. But first, a little about me. Hi, I'm Adam Palia, host and creator of the wildly successful and insanely popular Stuck in Traffic. Also, advocate and implementer of right turn only signs. I think if you put a right turn only sign here and over there, I think it clears up a lot of this congestion. We did it! We did it! I've lived in Venice, California for about 5 years now, and all I can say is that things are changing fast. But before I moved here, I'm told it was a bit tough, even being labeled ghetto by the sea, but still insanely cool. I mean, this is Venice Beach we're talking about. Home of the Doors, Lords of Dogtown, Muscle Beach, the famous Venice canals, and so much more. But let's rewind to 2012 when I was moving into Venice, because simultaneously something huge was happening. Something that would change the landscape of Venice forever. That's right, Google, the search engine of search engines, the tracker of your every move, was also moving in. I guess you could say I Googled it. But then other tech companies followed suit, most notably YouTube and Snapchat. Venice officially went from ghetto by the sea to Silicon Beach. I still don't know which nickname is worse. But yes, Snapchat moved in right down the street and immediately closed two of my favorite businesses. Mickey's, a beachside restaurant and bar where we spent many drunken nights, and La Pozzola, a family-owned Mexican restaurant of 17 years that had the best damn margarita you ever put in your mouth, were both bought up by the tech giant. But I'm not bitter, because I totally get it. Venice is one of the nicest areas in the whole country, if not the whole world. It was only a matter of time before big money found out about it. But now, vintage locations and eclectic hangouts are becoming yuppity boutique shops and fancy restaurants that only have cloth napkins. Ugh! Instead of Silicon Beach, they should call it Beverly Beach, because this place is starting to look like Beverly Hills, and that f***ing sucks. But a lot of people welcome the change, or progress, if that's what you want to call it. As you can tell from the tone of this video, I remain completely neutral on the subject. Because there's ups and downs to everything, kids, including progress. But regardless, the good news for me is that more business equals more traffic. More traffic equals more ons.
We have Idiot Cam rolling nicely. Check this one out.
Which is why Stuck in Traffic works so well.
That was a good one.
Good job, good job.
Thank you.
Again, I'm not hating on our new neighbors. I welcome the pretentious stores, the time-sucking apps, and the fact that they're taking modest bungalows and turning them into overcompensating, view-obstructing castles. And I especially thank them for their contribution to the traffic congestion, especially if they're taking pitches for original content. In that case, we can all be friends. Okay, all jokes aside, the focus of Stuck in Traffic is the intersection behind me. Although we've made progress with the right turn only sign, it's still very dangerous. People have actually died at this intersection. And my heart goes out to the victims and the families affected. But it's very important to remember that whether you've lived here your whole life or are new to the area, everybody is welcome, as long as you drive safe and subscribe. I want to thank y'all for joining me on this very special edition of Stuck in Traffic. Be sure to tune in next week for the usual automobile mayhem, and stick around for the long haul to see if we can take this show to the next level. Because I got ideas, people, and I'm looking at you, Snapchat.